Okay, we are about to start with our first PowerPoint assignment, but before we can get to that, we need to understand file management, and I really need for you to have a good understanding of where am I saving my file and what is it named and how am I going to find that in 2 days when I come back. Okay, so you can see, obviously I'm here in drive.google.com because you can see in the address it's in drive.google.com. There's nothing in here yet. That is our file cabinet in the sky, and we want to open PowerPoint, which if you go back to your live tiles, PowerPoint is right here. Lots of times when you open PowerPoint the first time, there will be like an introductory menu where you need to click on like next, okay, I got it, I accept, you know, all those sorts of things. But eventually, if you keep clicking on agreeing terms, you'll end up here. And let's just, for simplicity, let's just click on a blank presentation. And let's say at this point that it's time to go. Maybe you're finished, maybe you're not. It's time to go, we're out of time, and you need to save this file. Remember, with a generic login to the computers now, absolutely everybody has access to the desktop. You can put something there briefly, and that's where we are going to put it briefly, but you cannot leave your file on the desktop. Okay, so how you save your file on the desktop, briefly, click on File, and click on Save As if it's the first time you're doing this. So click on Save As. Now you've got your choices here. Obviously we're just going to click on Computer, and then here is where on your computer do you want to put it. Well, we're going to put it on our desktop, even though I've tried to make this very obvious that it's not secure. Then we get a suggestion that we name it Presentation 1, and that's a terrible name because I don't know whose file this is and I don't know which assignment it is. So your file name, as you read in our quiz last week, our file name always has to tell me whose assignment is this and what assignment is it. So always start with your last name. If there's somebody else with your same last name in the same class, include your first name also. And then let's call this, just for demonstration, let's just call this first assignment. Okay? So let's review. It's going on my desktop. It's a PowerPoint file, and I'm naming it Fletcher First Assignment. Okay? And click down here on Save. And it just saved it. If you're not done with it, that's okay. We still need to save it. Okay, so obviously it's not in drive.google.com, which is our safe place, because we didn't save it in drive.google.com. We saved it on our desktop. Okay, what we need to do now is this little button right here. If you click on that, that takes it from being your entire screen to not your entire screen. Okay, so we can drag this over out of the way and find our file that we need to put in our safe place. Our file's right here. Okay, so we need to drag this over, and you'll see that you'll get this blue pulsating circle. It says drop your file right here, and then you can't see it, it's off the screen, but it says upload, and there you have our file. And now our file is safely in our drive.google.com. It is also on our desktop. So what we need to do before we go is click on that and either hit delete on your keyboard or right click on it and hit delete. Okay? And now it's not on our unsafe desktop anymore. It is in drive.google.com. Okay? So what we've been doing today is we're talking about how we save on the desktop. You click on File, Save As, and you choose where it goes. Click on the desktop. You give it a name that tells me whose assignment this is and which assignment is it. And we scoot this over just a little bit to expose where it is. Like if I were going to turn this in, we would drag that over there and put that there. Don't really want to do that though. Drag it and drop it into our safe file cabinet in the sky, which is drive.google.com. Then don't forget this part. Go back to your desktop and delete it. Okay? Then the last thing you need to do is click on your email address and click Sign Out. Now your file is safely in drive.google.com. There's not a copy of it on the desktop for the next class to come in and see and possibly mess with. And when you come in on the second day, I will show you how you then get it out of drive.google.com and open it.